Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. No contribution with this video. Well, get ready for some projection and some Darvo, because you're about to get it here. I've only watched about 45 seconds of this video, and how is an estranged parent to behave after zero reason for no contact? There is no talking. They refuse. Her mindset is clean break to hasten her healing process. Grandkids involved, and we're close. There's never no reason. The reasons have been given. You just didn't want to believe or listen to them.
This stuff is so hard. She says, how is an estranged parent to behave after zero reason of no contact? There's no talking. They refuse. Her mindset is clean break to hasten her healing process. Grandkids involved, and we work close, right? It's, to me, this shit is just outrageously dysfunctional.
I'll say. We know that. That's why we went no contact. We understand dysfunction.
That so many people think that this is the way to move forward in life.
No, we know it's the way to move forward. It is the only way to move forward, is away from all of you.
Ironically, therapists have been trying to get people to do this since the 80s.
So what does that mean? What is that? So this has been identified starting in the 80s with therapists realizing that this is an issue? That these people can't be fixed. They can't be helped. They can't be reasoned with or negotiated with. And they will not stop until they get what they want because they are narcissistic terminators. Is that what you're trying to say? We know that already.
This is not new. That's truth. Going no contact, being estranged is not new. But it used to be that it was for like really legitimate abusive reasons.
Legitimate. Again, but who decides what's legitimate and what's not? Oh, all of you do, right? No, we decide what's legitimate. Not you. We get to decide. Because up until the point of no contact, it has been you making all the decisions in our lives. So this is our call, not yours. This isn't subjective. It's fact.
And it's always been due to alienation as well. Unfortunately, right now, it is absolutely just a trend. It is social.
It's a trend. It's another trend. Here we go. Just get your bingo cards out. Get your bingo cards out. It's like pity at bingo. Borderline estranged bingo. Everything. Just go through them.
Social conditioning. It is, one-upsmanship. Well,
it's one-upsmanship. You got that, guys? We're trying to one-up each other. See, there is no one-upsmanship on our side of this. It's validating each other's stories. I have never seen somebody in all the years, in the 11 years I've been doing this channel, I have never, one time, even from my haters, seen anybody try to minimize anybody else's abuse. I have never witnessed anybody try to say my story's worse than yours. Ever. In 11 years of doing this, that has never happened. You know where it is happening? On your side of this. In the estranged parent side of this. That shit happens with rapidity.
If your parents did this, my parents did that. I mean, you can literally...
Never happened. Never happened. Maybe you can find one. It didn't happen on my channel, and if it did, I don't remember it. Doesn't happen.
Really look at social media.
Other than my parents did that too. My parents did that too. My mother did that too. Same thing happened to me. We don't do that to each other. You do that to each other.
And there aren't very many people who aren't susceptible to the consistent conditioning that social media brings into our lives.
So everybody's susceptible to this. So now we are such an epidemic, we can basically get anybody to fall into our trap. But how do they get on our channels in the first place? Again, that question remains unanswered. I can't just jump onto somebody's feed and make them watch my content without them seeking it out first. So what are they doing here in the first place? That question still remains unanswered.
I think one of the reasons that it's a trend is social media. I think one of the other reasons it's a trend is that there are legitimate reasons for estrangement, and that a lot of people are saying, hey, listen, I'll give you a reason to cry type of parenting style, it really didn't work like you thought it did, and we're trying to change things. And that's cool if the people that were trying to change things, especially on TikTok, weren't so absolutely ugly and hateful about it.
Right. We're the ones that are ugly and hateful. No, you get the ugly responses to videos like this because we can see through your nonsense. We can see through your lies. We can see through the gaslighting. We could tell this is just a Darvo projection tactic.
There's so many people on here who are just the mean girls in the high school cafeteria who
That is literally what I have been saying for years about the other side. That you're dealing with a middle school teenager at the lunch table. Like, did you get that from me? Did you get that? She might actually have watched my videos and see, because I have been saying that exact line for years. Pure projection, pure Darvo tactic.
Can't get enough of themselves being mean to other people, especially their parents. All right, all of that to say, how should you behave after zero reason of no contact? Number one, you can watch these videos. I personally think write a letter. I personally think...
See, again, here's the issue. They will never accept that we go no contact just to have them out of our lives. That's it. We don't want your letters. We don't want your phone calls. We don't want you to send anybody. We don't want to hear how much you've changed, because we don't believe it. Because we know who you are. We know you will never, ever change. Most of us are not looking to reconnect with any of you.
Send at least attempts, right? Text messages, phone calls.
Keep violating that boundary. So basically just keep violating that boundary. Keep testing the fences. Let them know you're still there. You will never have your boundary respected by me. They don't get it. Because to understand it, they will have to accept that this is real, that they caused this, that there is no fixing it. And they won't ever do that.
Letters. Now, after a certain while, if you're not getting a response, for your own emotional reasonings, right? Your own emotional health.
You
go. You have to stop.
They won't stop. They won't stop. And I can't deal with the stupid music that they keep putting over these things. It is so annoying. It is so childlike. But we're the ones at the lunch table. We're the mean girls at the lunch table while they act like mean girls.
To stop reaching out, and you have to just put the onus on them to reach back out to you. The wildest part about this is that these are usually the same people who complain that they don't have a village to support them, are the same people who are just cutting family members off willy-nilly. So I guess I would ask first, is this due to any alienation?
Nobody's cutting off family members willy-nilly. There has been years of conversation after conversation after conversation that fall on deaf ears. Not only does it fall on deaf ears, usually the abuse gets worse once confronted. Their problem is, once the decision is made to go no contact, we just go. There's no final confrontation, nor should there be or need to be. Oh, well, they didn't say anything. Well, what about the other 50 conversations they've had with you in the past? Oh, that was like I said, 15-second intervals. They live in 15-second intervals. The person who did that 15 seconds ago is a different person than you're talking to now, and 15 seconds later, it'll be a different person from who you're talking to presently. That's how their minds work.
Was there a divorce? Was there a breakup in the family? Was there a death? Is there alienation happening within the family that someone's basically talking shit to your daughter and she kind of finally gave into it and then cut contact?
You're talking about adults. Alienation, which is what I went through, okay, is with children. Children. These are adult decisions. You can't alienate an adult.
Unfortunately, this doesn't necessarily help you get in touch with her, but it helps you to understand in your own mind so that you can...
Anything, any excuse they can find so they don't have to blame themselves. Any excuse. How do you parental alienate an adult? Doesn't work like that. Parental alienation starts in early childhood. That's why it's parental alienation.
Move forward.
When it happens in the later years, that's usually the adult child finding out the truth about the mother. Finding out the mother was the mother or whoever it is was lying the whole time on the other person. That's not parental alienation.
But I would write a letter. I would reach out through text. I would leave a message and just say, I'm not understanding what's happening. Can we go to therapy?
No. Oh, I'm not understanding. Well, why don't you relate back to the other 50 conversations we've had about this? Again, like I keep telling you, this is just so they can keep you talking. Because if they're communicating with you in any way, they have a chance. They have a chance to project on you, to gaslight you, to hoover you back in. So they can get you back under their control.
Could we talk about it? Can we have lunch?
No.
Would you write me a letter? Can I write you a letter? Can we start a journal where I write a question, you answer it, you send it back to me, you write a question, I answer it?
No.
Anything that's not confrontational and that isn't going to make the situation worse?
No, you can't have any of it. No contact. No contact. It's 2 words. No and contact. Which word are you having the most difficulty understanding? No, you can't contact us. We can't have a conversation. We can't have lunch. We can't have coffee. You can't text. You can't write me a letter. I'm not writing you a letter back. You had your opportunity over decades to fix this. You chose not to. Now when the decision is made where this is hopeless, there is no help for you, we're cutting you out, now you want to have a conversation. Sorry. Too late.
First, I think I pretty much agree with. I wouldn't show up at her house. Apparently, kids today think that that's the, people have been arrested.
Let me show up at your house. Let me violate the most sacred boundary you have. Your living space.
There's stories on here, on TikTok, of parents, mostly mothers, who have literally had restraining orders put on them and or been arrested for...
Do you know how difficult it is to get a restraining order on a parent? Do you know how difficult that is? They just showed up and, I love you, and please, we'll work this out. Oh, you're under arrest. Or did they have one of their narcissistic, borderline, histrionic breakdowns, making threats, breaking things, getting physical, getting out of control, and that's how they got the restraining order and arrested? They don't take you seriously, these people. They will never take you seriously. They think they're better. They think they're smarter. They think they could get away with anything. I just showed up there and they arrested me and put a restraining order on me. That is not how it works. Not for a mother, that's for sure. Not for a parent. It's not how it works.
For showing up at their own child's house.
For showing up at their own child's house. Like, your house is my house. Their own child. Now, I understand that's proper English and, it is their child. You did get, but the idea that showing up at your own child's house indicates you think you have ownership. You have a right to be there. Your possessions are their possessions. They can do you, they own you. Therefore, they can do whatever they feel like doing.
I find that wildly bizarre. Again, just so you know and everyone knows, my channel is not for parents who were abusive or pieces of shit. So
I'm sure. I'm sure they're all just gonna. Well, it's not for me. No, all these channels are abusive. All these people are abusive. That's why they're here listening to this nonsense from you.
Or did a bunch of drugs and taught their children how to do drugs, or allowed their children to be S8, or for God forbid, use their children to make money. If you get my point. Traffic. So welcome to the club. It's the worst club in the world to be in.
Yeah, and you're probably one of the worst people in the world to be around, because all you're doing is gaslighting, projecting, and darvoing, taking zero responsibility, but in the same time showing what you really think. Oh, the mother just showed up there and got restraining ordered. Are you serious? Anybody who's ever tried to get restraining orders before, and a lot of us have, knows what a dead-end wall that is. Please. It's just pathetic. I mean, they really are just pathetic. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you want to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, then you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to hype this channel on your mobile device. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched this video over there, please do. Even a click helps. Follow me on TikTok, X, and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism.